Hello everyone, welcome back to the White Collar Engineer. Today, in order to share her IIM Amritsar's interview experience, we have Fatima with us. Hello Fatima, welcome to the White Collar Engineer.
Hi Saleh.
हमारे ऑडियंस को अपने बारे में कुछ बताओ. Please introduce yourself in front of our audience.
Okay, my name is Fathima Shibu and I'm from Kerala. Currently, I'm pursuing my MBA from IIM Amritsar and I'm a part of COE, the Center of Entrepreneurship Club at IIM Amritsar, where I'm responsible for conducting high-profile events like E-Summit and CBT by Ministry of Education. Then I completed my schooling and graduation from Kerala itself. I did my graduation in BCom with computer application, where I was the university first rank holder. And I also secured a position in 80 to 90 percentile in the National Accounting Talent Search examination conducted by Indian Accounting Association. And I'm planning to pursue marketing as my majors in the second year. That's all about me.
Fantastic, Fatima. So, tell us more about the IIM Amritsar's process. Like once the CAT and everything were done, like what was it? It was a GD VAT, or was there any GD VAT or directly a PI?
There was no GD or VAT for us, and it was a direct PI for us. So I will actually tell the all the process in a short. Okay.
Sure.
As a summary, I will tell you the process. So in my time, it was like on 15th January, we received a mail stating that I had been shortlisted for the PI, and to confirm my registration, I had to pay an amount of 1,000 rupees, and I had to submit some documents like my resume along with my email ID, date of birth, and CAT ID as well. So then on I think on 5th February, I received another mail which state with the details of my details of my interview, like how it is going to happen, and what all instructions are to be followed and all. Then I received another mail later on 23rd Feb, I guess. So it contained all the Zoom credentials, the details, interview link, date and time and all. So, and my interview was done on 28th of February into 2024. And I finally received the selection mail on May 3rd.
Fantastic. So it was an online mode of interview, right?
Yes, it was an online mode of interview.
Cool. So, as you mentioned the selection process nicely, let's get into the interview. So, what all questions were asked to you in the interview?
Firstly, it just started with the introduce yourself question. And then I introduced myself, and this is where you can actually control the flow of the interview.
Exactly.
Like if you want to control the flow, then you can mention something to them so that the interview will be in your hands,
Right.
to be honest. So then they asked me about the, like I mentioned that I was from Kerala and Kottayam, the city of letters. So they asked me about the literacy rate of Kottayam and Kerala as well.
Okay.
Then they asked me about my favorite subject, which was marketing. And they literally, my interview panel was interactive and they were not that strict or hard. So they were like asking me whether I know the basic concepts and all. They were actually trying to understand where I understood the core concepts and whether I do have some clarity of thoughts.
Right.
What they actually tried to understand was that, like, do I know what I was speaking about? That's it. Then they asked me, since I mentioned that I was from Kerala, they asked me about the Sabarimala issue.
Okay.
And then they even asked me whether I know any current issues or current affairs and all. So I mentioned about the CAA, the Citizenship Amendment Act, which was a relevant issue then. So, and IIM Amritsar gives a lot of weightage to the interview round. I think after the first shortlist, they gave around 70% of weightage to the interview round. So that was it. So, and I do not have any prior work experience. So they mainly focused on my academics and current affairs only.
Great. And how many panelists were there, and what was the duration of the interview basically?
There were around 2 panelists, and the duration of the interview was around 15 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes.
Correct. So, you didn't have any work experience prior joining IIM Amritsar. So, did they ask you any question regarding that? Like, do you want to have any work before doing your MBA? Anything like that?
No, nothing like that. They asked me whether I had any prior work experience, so I mentioned to them that I do not have any such. So mainly they focused on the academic part only. Since I mentioned to them that I was a rank holder, they just wanted to know like whether I had any like whether I have that potential to say like what the
Right,
basic concepts mean.
right, right, right. So Fatima, from where did you do your GDPI preparation? Like, did you take any coaching for the GDPI prep, or it was a completely self-preparation?
We didn't had GD, like we only had that PI personal interview round, and I was taking coaching from Time Institute, Time Kottayam. So for my CAT preparation also, I took coaching from Time only. So after the CAT examination, they even conducted some mocks
Okay.
for me so that I can do well for my PI.
All right, all right. And like, what is your message to the upcoming aspirants community or the interview call getters? Like, how should an ideal, PI preparation roadmap look like?
Okay, like firstly, know your basics because if you do not have any work experience, then the panel will be focusing more on your academics only. So know your basics thoroughly. That's the one thing, and then be aware of some current affairs. If it's not important to know everything, but at least be able to talk about 2-3 topics, so that they also get to know that this student is actually following up the current events that are going on.
Right,
Then prepare your introduction well. Like introduction may seem so irrelevant or something, but it is actually the most important thing,
right,
because and try to prepare your introduction in the format of PPF, present, past, and future. So it's actually a basic format, and try to prepare your introduction in such a manner. Then like stay calm and confident. That's the main thing. Like for IIM Amritsar, we do have a high weightage for interviews. So the panel will look at whether you are confident or not.
right.
So it's also really important.
Correct. And now, 1 year down the line, how do you feel? How has life transformed, from being an aspirant to, handling positions of responsibility in IIM Amritsar? How is the change?
I can surely say that I am not the same person that I was 1 year before, because I have changed a lot. Even now, I can take up more responsibilities,
Right,
and even now also, like before, I don't think I can complete a task in 10 to 15 minutes or something like that. But now I can do whatever the task is in. I can complete it in 10 minutes itself.
right,
It's actually a great change. Within a short span of time, we can complete so many tasks. That's the main thing that have been that could be noticed. And now I can even take up more responsibilities. I have that confidence in myself. Along
fantastic.
with academics, we can manage a lot of things.
Fantastic, Fatima. Yeah. So before wrapping up the video, any particular tips which you would like to give to the aspirants or the interview call getters who are preparing for CAT basically?
So be yourself, just stay confident, stay calm during your interview. The panel doesn't need you to know everything. They just want you to be confident, and they just want you to be confident on what you're saying. Like they just want you to know the basics. Just be yourself. That's it.
Right. All right. All right. Thank you so much, Fatima, for coming to the white collar engineer, and sharing your interview experience. It was my pleasure hosting you. Thank you so much again.
Thank you.